Hello, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, this is a very interesting question. It says 1 plus root 5 over 2 all raised to the power of 12. We want to find the solution to this expression. Now, what do we do? So, first of all, let me start by saying let x be equal to this expression we have in the bracket. So, that's 1 plus root 5 over 2, right? So, if x is equal to 1 plus root 5 over 2, it means that this right here is going to be what? X raised to the power of 12. So this is what we are looking for, right? We are looking for x raised to the power of 12. Now, do you know that for one of the laws of indices, if you have x raised to power a bracket b, you can multiply a and b to have x raised to power ab. Now, I want to rewrite x raised to power 12 like this. Now, watch this. X squared all raised by what? 6. If you multiply 2 and 6, you will get 12. Now, this is exactly what we are still looking for, right? But we need to get an expression for x raised to the power of 2. All right, let's do that. Now, I can get an expression from x raised to the power of 2 from this one here, from x is equal to 1 plus root 5 over 2. So let's write it here. X is equal to 1 plus root 5 over 2. First thing first, let me cross multiply. So that will be 2 times x, which is 2x is equal to 1 times 1 plus root 5, which is 1 plus root 5. What's the next thing? Let me move this one to the left hand side. So I'm going to have 2x minus 1, right, is equal to what? Root 5. But if we want to remove this square root, I will have to square both sides. So let's square this side and also square this side. This square will cancel the square root. So by the time you expand this, you are going to have what? If you can even use the algebraic identity, but let me just rewrite it like this: 2x minus 1 bracket 2x minus 1. For algebraic identity, if you have a minus b all squared, is going to be what? A squared minus 2ab plus b squared. But let me just expand this. All right, so this is equal to 5. Now, what is 2x times 2x? That's 4x squared. What is 2x times negative 1? That's negative 2x. And then 1 times 2x is what? Negative 2x. And negative 1 times negative 1 is what? Plus 1 is equal to 5. Okay. So let's move 5 to the left hand side. You're going to have 4x squared minus 2x is minus 4x. And 1, if you move 5 over, you have minus 5. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. All is equal to what? 0. So what should we do next? Let us divide through by 4. Yes, we can do that. Over 4 here, over 4 here, over 4 here, even over 4 here. 4 cancels 4, 4 cancels 4, 4 cancels 4. So what do we have? We have x squared minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So remember, we're trying to get an expression for x squared, like I told you before. Let's move negative x, negative 1 to the right hand side. So we're going to have x squared is equal to x plus 1. So we have an expression for x squared. Now let's go back to this, to where we left off, where we have this, right? We have x raised to power 2 bracket 6. So x raised to power 2 bracket 6. 2 times 6 is 12, like I explained before. So what I'll be doing now, I'll be substituting x squared for x plus 1. Anytime I have x squared, I'll just replace it with x plus 1. And before you know it, we will no longer have any x squared, and we'll be able to get the final result. So first thing first, let me replace x squared for what? X plus 1. All right, raised to power 6 here, raised to power 6. So the same thing I did before when I had to break 12, power of 12 to 2 times 6. Let's now break 6 to what? 6 will be broken down to what? 2 times 3. Remember, anywhere we have x squared, we are going to replace with x plus 1. So we're trying to bring out, we're trying to just simplify the whole of this so that we no longer have those exponents. So x plus 1, I will no longer write 6. I will now write what? 2, then bracket 3. Remember, 2 times 3 is what? 6. Good. So this is equal to what? Let me expand this, but this time I'm going to use the algebraic identity. When you have a plus b all squared, this is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's what I'll do here now. You have x plus 1 all raised to power 2. This is going to be what? X squared plus 2 times x times 1, which is from this 2ab. A is x, b is 1. So 2 times x times 1 is still going to be 2x. And then 1 squared, which is 1. All right, all the way to the power of what? 3. So remember I told you, whenever you have x squared, replace it with what? X plus 1. So I'm going to have x plus 1. I just replaced x squared with x plus 1. Then plus 2x plus 1, all raised to the power of 3. Good. So let's simplify what we have in the bracket. X plus 2x is what? 3x. And then 1 plus 1 is what? 2. All right, all raised to the power of 3. Do you know I can rewrite this like this? 3x plus 2 in bracket raised to the power 2 times 3x plus 2. Yes, I can do that. If you multiply this and this, you get what? 3x plus 2 all raised to the power of what? 3. So let us expand 3x plus 2 all raised to the power 2. I'm going to use algebraic identity here. You know, when you have a plus b all raised to the power 2, this is equal to what? A squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Now you can choose to just multiply using 2 bracket multiplication, or just simply and quickly use this algebraic identity. Remember, a is what? 3x. So that's 3x squared, right? So 3x all raised to the power 2 plus 2ab. 2 times 3x is 6x. 6x times 2 is what? 12x. And then b squared, which is what? 2 squared, that's 4. Okay. And then let's wrap this in bracket. Then what? 3x plus 2, right? All right, let me erase this and let's continue. So 3x raised to the power, all raised to the power 2 is what? 9x squared, right? And then plus 12x plus 4 in bracket. And then what? 3x plus 2. Okay. So remember, we know that x squared is equal to what? X plus 1, like I told you before. So we're going to replace x squared with what? X plus 1 plus 12x plus 4 in bracket, then 3x plus 2. Okay, very good. Now moving on, let's expand this. 9 times x, that's 9x. 9 times 1 is 9, then plus 12x plus 4 in bracket, right? And then 3x plus 2. Okay, moving on. This is going to be equal to what? What's 9x plus 12x? That's what? 21x. Then 9 plus 4 is what? 13. Let's put this in bracket, and then what? 3x plus 2. So let's expand this now using the 2 bracket multiplication in algebra. 21x times 3x is what? 63x squared. 21x times 2 is what? 42x. Okay, what's 13 times 3x? That's what? 39x. What is 13 times 2? That's what? 26. All right, so let's just simplify this a little bit. We have 63x squared, and we have 42x plus 39x. 42 plus 39, that's what? 81. So plus 81x, then plus 26. Remember, x squared is equal to what? X plus 1, like we had before. So let's substitute that. So here I'm going to replace it with what? X plus 1. All right, and plus 81x, then plus 26. So we expand this now. 63 times x is 63x. 63 times 1 is 63. And you have 81x, then plus 26. So moving on, this will be 63x plus 81x. 63 plus 81, this is 4, this is what? 14. So 144x plus, what is 63 plus 26? That's what? 989, right? So plus 89. Okay. Now, what is the value of x? Remember, we said let x be equal to something. Let's go back. We said let x be equal to 1 plus root 5 over 2. 1 plus root 5 over 2. So it's time to bring it back here now. So this is equal to 144 bracket 1 plus root 5 over 2. Then plus what? 89. You see? So let's divide 144 by 2. 2 into 144 is 72. So this is equal to 72 bracket 1 plus root 5, right? Then plus 89. And this is equal to what's 72 times 1? That's 72. And what is 72 times root 5? That is 72 root 5, then plus 89. Okay. Now let's just collect like terms. 72 plus 89 plus 72 root 5. All right, what is 72 plus 89? Okay, this is what 1, this is 16, so 161 plus 72 root 5. So this is the final result of simplifying the expression in the question. I hope this was helpful. If it was, kindly like this video, share with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content like this. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.